Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So we did it, fam. Congratulations. 2 days ago, I posted a video, a call to arms, a cry for help, because I'd seen Nikola doing what was absolutely unacceptable, using and abusing the DMCA copyright system to forcibly instantly take down YouTube content creators' videos that featured footage of their real truck allegedly rolling down a hill not under its own propulsion because it couldn't propel itself because it wasn't a real truck. Trevor, you lying piece of shit. Allegedly. I want you guys to tweet this video to everyone in the mainstream finance media. Everyone you can possibly think of. I just want to get enough attention that this gets into the mainstream finance media and people start talking about this. The spotlight needs to be on these actions. It is a massive red flag and we cannot let this company get away with this. So please share this. Next minute, this happens. The Financial Times ran an article on this very situation. So thank you so much, guys. There were so many in the community. I know this is going to sound cheesy, but it needs to be said. So many people in Twitter, in the comments, DMs, there was so much back and forth. Lots of people had a hand in this. I'm not going to give too many details away, but there was some involved from myself and many others that you'll probably know in the YouTube community. This had to happen. And it did. So I just want to say thank you so much for everyone's effort all across the community to help to fight against this bullshit from a multi-billion-dollar company trying to bully critics into silence. Nikola, I know you're still watching because you've been watching everything on YouTube. Don't try this shit again. We are not going anywhere, okay? Now, just to be clear, as I said in my prior video, Nikola didn't take any action against my YouTube account. I've been playing 4D chess this entire time expecting this Titanic was going to sink. I wanted to be very careful just in case they tried some scummy shit like abusing the DMCA copyright system to illegally take down videos, allegedly. So I wasn't fighting for me. I was fighting for the truth and I was fighting against this bullshit censorship, and I'm glad you guys stood up, helped, retweeted, got the attention of the finance media, the press, everybody. The problem is now resolved. Nikola has since backed down and removed all of the copyright strikes as far as I know. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. For what I've seen from around a dozen YouTubers now who've had that strike removed from their videos because Nikola realized, one, they fucked up, and two, they weren't getting away with this. And may this be a warning to anybody from Nikola watching this video. You will not get away with any lies or deception in the future. We're all watching and we all will be sharing our thoughts and opinions about your alleged actions. So, I know that the Titanic's sinking. I know you guys are in trouble. I know the House of Cards is collapsing, but don't dig your grave any faster than it's already being dug for you, okay? The wheels are in motion. The ship's sinking. You may as well just resign to the fact that this company is going to zero. The fraud allegedly. Do your own research, motherfuckers. This fraud is going to be exposed, allegedly, and the ship's going down. So just deal with it, okay? Don't make things worse for yourselves. So in this video, I'm going to talk more about Nikola's actions, why I believe they were taken, and how much shit they're in as a result. So let's get into it. But first, hey guys, if you're in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get a free stock, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account and fund it with $100, you'll get a free stock valued up to $1,600. And if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake, also using the link in the description. Let's get back to it. So what I found deeply disturbing about this whole situation was the fact that after the Financial Times contacted Nikola for a comment regarding this report, these allegations that they were illegally, allegedly, taking down people's YouTube videos, Nikola lied. Yes, they lied. Allegedly. Here's what happened. I quote, "A spokesman for Nikola said, YouTube regularly identifies copyright violations of Nikola content and shares the lists of videos with us. Based on YouTube's information, our initial action was to submit a takedown request to remove the content that was used without our permission. Going forward, we will evaluate these flagged videos on a case-by-case basis." Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert. Do your own research. But my understanding is Nikola have just admitted through this statement they illegally abused the DMCA copyright system. Why is that? Because there's a whole bunch of tick boxes you need to read and confirm. They're abusing this, it's illegal, blah, blah, blah. Nikola didn't do this because all of this content was used under fair use. They just immediately struck down everything. Now, this is an admission of guilt, okay? This would have ended up in a gigantic lawsuit, probably a class action lawsuit with a bunch of YouTubers funded by YouTube's Copyright Defense Fund. Yes, there is one of these apparently, I've recently learned. And Nikola would have been royally screwed. After the Financial Times published this, YouTube had a response telling the truth of the matter. and I quote, "Nikola has access to our copyright match tool, which does not automatically remove any videos," said Alex Joseph, a YouTube spokesperson. "Users must fill out a copyright removal request form, and when doing so, we remind them to consider exceptions to copyright law. Anyone who believes their reuse of a video or segment is protected by fair use can file a counter notice." Now, there's lots more detail to this, but effectively what YouTube's saying is correct. You don't just automatically have flagged videos and go, tick, get rid of it. No, no, no. You have to say, this person is breaking copyright law, they're using this unlawfully, blah, 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 blah. There's talk about fair use and exceptions. Nikola ignored all of them, in my opinion, hoping this whole thing would just go away. But it didn't. And the fact that they lied to the Financial Times, they tried to mislead about their intent and their actions, is a huge sign, a massive red flag, a signal that they're truly desperate. They're really panicking, and they're trying to do everything they possibly can to remove all evidence of their lies, allegedly, deception, allegedly, and misleading of investors, allegedly. Well, it didn't work, did it, guys? So guys, in the background, I'm actually going to play some top secret, never before seen footage of the Nikola 1 rolling down a hill under its own propulsion. Yes, the exact same footage that Nikola tried to scrub from the internet, but have now reinstated, and it's okay to use. So check out this footage. I know it's groundbreaking, amazing. If you guys really want to invest in the company after seeing this amazing vehicle propelling itself down a hill, awesome, go for your lives. I'm sure this company's super legit, great investment. This is an investment advice, of course, but obviously you're going to make billions of dollars on every share you own of Nikola stock because they're super legit. All their products are real. They're not pushers. They don't fake, it's totally legit. So go for your life. That's really awesome. Great. And as I play this amazing, beautiful footage of the Nikola 1 prototype, I just want to ask you guys a few questions. How desperate, how panicked, how worried do you need to be? How much of a sense of urgency and danger and fear do you need to have pulsing through your veins? 2. While you are currently being actively investigated by the Securities Exchange Commission and the Department of Justice, allegedly, how desperate do you need to be that while you're being investigated by these two authorities, you try to censor YouTube critics? Illegally, by illegally abusing the copyright system. How desperate do you need to be? This is the key takeaway from this video. This is the data point I want you all to contemplate. You can infer a lot from these actions. This isn't an innocent mistake. You don't just innocently ignore all the checkboxes and do something that will wind you up in court if somebody pursues this and fights this, and you will lose this court case unequivocally. There is no ambiguity about this. What Nikola did is illegal. Allegedly, in my opinion, do your own research, etc. How desperate do you need to be? In my opinion, extremely, extremely desperate. And that brings us to the first 50 employees or thereabouts who Trevor Milton very publicly declared that he wanted to make millionaires by giving away lots of his stock. So noble of you, Trevor. So noble. Definitely wasn't a strategic play to gain loyalty from these insights. No, you would never do that, would you, Trevor? No. This was just a genuine nice guy. You know what? Certainly wasn't to buy the friendship of people, so you've got somebody to jump on your private jet to your next party at Hawaii who won't just not turn up. And it definitely wasn't that either. This was a totally legitimate way to just reward your employees. But let's consider this, as I've mentioned this point previously. Let's just think out loud. If there's 50 or approximately 50 people, 50 early employees of Nikola, most of which probably, I don't know, just allegedly, still work inside the company, and they wanted to suppress the, this whole thing because, what if the word gets out, our stock that we got given by Trevor's going to zero, and we wouldn't want that because we're all going to be millionaires if it doesn't go to zero. What kind of motivation and incentive do you think that these people have to lie to, mislead and deceive other employees within the company? Oh no, it's legit. If anyone tries to check up, no, hang on, I hear this stuff in the news. Hey, what about this? Oh no, it's all fine. Don't worry. I've seen the tech myself. Don't worry. This is a really, really bad incentive structure, okay? There is no question. There are dozens, close to 50 people, thereabouts, within Nikola at this point in time who own enough of the company's stock to be millionaires when they're allowed to sell that at some point in the future, allegedly, in my opinion. Do your own research, blah, blah. I think we're putting a few pieces of the puzzle together now. To anybody who happens to work at Nikola who is one of those first 50 employees, you've got some of that stock. I'm not making any allegations against you personally, but I'm going to tell you something. The Department of Justice is going to be sniffing around very deeply, and they're going to be crawling over every action you have taken within the company. Every action, because they will know about this conflict of interest. They ain't dumb. At least they ain't as dumb as you guys, and I don't mean you personally, I mean Nikola, the company. I mean, there were so many red flags, it was obvious, okay? Us YouTubers, everyone on Twitter, we didn't just suddenly wake up one morning and go, you know what? I'm going to decide some company doesn't seem legitimate and there's lots of red flags and something's wrong. No, it doesn't work that way. We see the red flags, then we go a little bit closer and have a look. What's this red flag indicating? Oh, shit. Wait, there's another one. Oh, shit. Now, really, do you really think people whose job it is for a living to investigate fraud, lies, deception, etc., do you really think they're going to miss things that YouTubers are able to pick up without even having access to any valuable information inside the company? Even just externally we could pick up these red flags? No. So please, be very careful. The stock's probably going to zero. The company's going bust. Your stock's going to be worthless anyway. So do you want to lie on the way to having worthless stock, or do you want to say, you know what, I didn't do anything wrong? Or you want to say, you know what, I did do something wrong, but I'm sorry. Here's what I did. Please don't hurt me. I don't want to get in too much trouble. Thank you. Something to think about. So I hope you guys have gained a little bit of insight, perhaps even into the psychology of some of the people within the company at the moment. It appears to me that they're backed into a corner and they're acting out of absolute desperation, fear, paranoia, and panic, not from a place of reason, rationality, or truthfulness. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys agree? Are Nikola trying to cover their tracks? Are they desperate? Are they in panic mode? Or am I just completely misinterpreting this entire scenario and everything's fine, even though the SEC and Department of Justice are still sniffing around and were doing so while Nikola tried to censor all these YouTubers with dissenting opinions? In my opinion, food for thought. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And once again, a sincere thank you to everybody who helped spread the word. Justice has been served. And by the way, Nikola, don't try that again. We ain't going anywhere. I ain't going anywhere. You saw what happened last time. Don't fuck with us again. And don't forget your free stocks with WeBull and stake using the links below. Deposit $100 in your WeBull account, you'll get a free stock valued up to $1,600, and stake, spin the roulette wheel, you'll either get Nike, GoPro, or Dropbox. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server, and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.